Hey everybody, this is Larry, this is me going with Q4 of the weekly contest 407 minimum operations to make a way equal to target. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord, let me know what you think about this one. This one, I think I got kind of tricked by two things. One is just that it was worth 8 points. I thought it was going to be harder, and I was thinking about a dynamic programming solution, to be honest, and I wasted a lot of time on that one. But it turns out that my intuition was basically correct as the first goal, but I guess I just didn't trust myself all the way through, and I didn't want to risk like doing 5 solutions. Though I probably should have suspected a little bit, only in the sense that there were so many accepted, but I just couldn't reconcile the fact that it's an 8-pointer. It's an 8-pointer, you know. Maybe I should just trust my gut, and you can kind of see it in that my first submission I actually did something like this. So the idea behind this so this code, which is wrong by the way, but it is almost. I mean, I don't know how it is way close to right, but the idea, or rather, sorry, let me say it again. The idea is way close to right, but it is definitely not right. And the reason why I submitted it was because I thought that I'm not gonna. I just want to see like a wrong answer that gives me a little bit of a hint, and sometimes I'm going to pay 5 minutes for it, but I didn't take the hints, and I end up trying to do dynamic programming. So, excuse me. So that was a mistake, but yeah. But the idea is that, okay, first of all, we can create something I call the delta array. It is just so that, you know, it basically is an array of how to calculate from nums to target, one number at a time, and so that we can, you know. And the idea here is that now then we're trying to make this array to 0 instead, right? I mean, this is much of a spoiler anyway. But for example, if we have this thing, right, then now we construct this array as -1, -1, -1, -2, right? Because we have to go down 1, go down 1, go down 1, go down 2, and then try to make this all zeros, right? And my initial intuition about this wrong answer is just, and I think I just didn't think it through that much, honestly. But the idea here is that, okay, let's say we look at the first element. If we look at the first element, this is forced, right? Because there's only one way to do the first element, and it is forced. There's just no way around it. Meaning that you have to do this -1 no matter what. You can do more suboptimal stuff, but you have to do at least -1. And the idea here that I was kind of just playing around with was just yeah, that we basically set to -1 if the next number, and this is actually a poor example, but yeah, if the next number is bigger, then now we do 4 more. If this is smaller, then my initial logic was that then now we have to add 4 back, or go from 0 and then start over, which is going from 0 to -1, right? So that's how you get the 1. But it turns out that in this scenario, I missed the case that I just wasn't thinking enough, which is that because what I said was that, okay, so there are 2 options, right? So here we choose -1, and we want to see how far we get. So one option is, of course, yeah, we press the -1 once on the first 2 columns, and then -4 on the second one, right? And then I thought that if I did something, then I could increase this to this was a -4. We have to go +3 to -1, or we just go from 0 to -1. So the case that I missed with this analysis was that no, you can just take advantage of this -4 and also the previous -1. I mean, let's pretend that this is 3 for a second, so that this is -2, right? So let's say this is -2, then we can still take advantage of it because the previous number is -4. So that means that you can just hand wave it into the fact that when you did this -4, 2 of them extended past this. And as a result, you can think of it as a Rayleigh and peak thing, and this is how this is the solution. It's just way case analysis, right? So basically here, if I'll add the comments. So if they're both negative, then yeah, if they're both negative and current is less, okay, well actually if they're both negative, it's just here. Okay, if current is this is kind of confusing to read it because this is negative, right? So delta sub I is bigger, right? Or bigger in the absolute sense, right? So we need to use operations to get from current to delta sub I. I'll just very tilt it for this one. But yeah, otherwise this we just update the current because you know we stop before it we stop at delta sub I, right? And what this means that this is the case where, like I said, you have you know, let's say the previous thing is -4 and you're just trying to get to -2. Well, you don't have to spend any extra time. We just assume that one way to do it is that we have -2 and then the second two more operations of -2 to create this, right? So this only takes 2 operations, so this is basically we get it for free, and that's the idea behind this case. Yeah, and we also do the same for positive. Is most like, well, the code looks very similar because it is, it should be, and yeah. So my second wrong answer is because I just had a typo in one of these places where it was like this, and I don't know. That breaks my heart, and I just didn't spot it. This is why you know if you have a chance, what I don't know why I voted this way. What I should have done is vote something like, I don't know, even if just like x is equal to delta sub I, that would at least makes it easier to eyeball, you know, because here I just didn't even see it. Like it was like finding Waldo or something. I just didn't see this in the thing, and then bam, wrong answer. So very careless, very silly. Yeah, so this is the same thing, and honestly, all this is just from that logic case analysis, right? Because this is if it's both positive, and then it's just we need operations or not. And then here, if they're different signs, well, if they're different signs, this is a new case, but basically you just start over from 0 and then you just go over, right? An example for this is that if they're different signs, so the previous is -5, and then the next is going to be, say, 10. Well, you're not going to do, like, you could do -5, and then plus 15 to get there, but that doesn't make sense, right? So you just kind of start a new subarray and do plus 10. So that's basically the logic here, and the same thing for the other thing is just have the different signs, then that's all you need. If delta sub I is 0, then you get it for free, I guess, in that way, in the sense that you don't have to make any change, but you also have to end your streak, right? And then here, this is just if current is equal to 0, that's the only case left. If current is equal to 0, then you just have to go to delta, right? And that's pretty much the idea. Yeah. And that apparently is enough. The proof is, honestly, I think in my head I knew that, like I thought that this one I thought that the proof was reasonable, but I don't know. I think, like I said, I think I got psyched out by the 8-pointer, and as a result, just was not able to solve it in a reasonable time. But yeah. Yeah, let me make this slightly smaller so you can see the entire code. And yeah, this is linear time and linear space just because I have this thing, but you don't even need to, right? We don't even use anything. It's just delta sub I, so I don't know. Yeah, that's all I have for this one. It's linear time, constant space if you did it correctly. And yeah, I feel mind games. That's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. And yeah, you could watch me struggle during this contest, and yeah, during the contest next. Bye. Yeah, I just suck at math. Wow, 12 people got it already? I am very slow today. Okay. Nums and target, same length. This feels familiar, but okay. Sub-array of nums and increment and decrement. Okay. I guess is this a known problem? I guess so. People are finishing it so fast. I mean, it's been only 10 minutes. Is this segment tree or something funky? Okay, I mean this is just incremental, but this, for example, how do I choose how far to go? So, okay, so let's say we always pick the first number. How far do we choose to want to go? Is it DP? Is it ChatGPT? Yeah. Okay, so we can, okay, let's say we have a delta array, right? That's probably easier to handle. Okay, so delta is equal to okay. Maybe that shows me something. Maybe. Okay, so how do I minimize this? This is 5. Right, that's what they said was 5. I mean, some of this is clearly a good enough move. My question is like, how do you handle? Okay, let's say we. When would you do it in the other direction? Would you ever do it in the other direction? Because then now you're subtracting it anyway. Let's say you have 5. No, because then you have to subtract it anyway. So you always want to, right? Because if you have, say, I don't know, it doesn't matter. You have someone like this. Oh, well, maybe there's just -1 or something. Please, can these be negative numbers? Nope. Okay, well, whatever. Oops, I forgot that these cannot be negative numbers. What am I doing now? So here, do I want to add 1? Okay, but let's say I have more. So then now I add 1 and then subtract 1 to get back, right? But which is the same as doing this one and then this one, but that doesn't even. So okay, so that makes sense. So then now, oh, you can decompose them is my point. Because even if you have something like this, I'm taking too much time, but that's fine, I guess. Just get it right, don't make mistakes. Because even like this, then you have to subtract 2 from here anyway, which is the same as doing 1 here and 1 here. So that means that we can decompose it. It's okay to just take the entire thing and break it up. I don't know, but that doesn't seem like an 8, but a lot of people are getting it, so I don't know if, I shouldn't have deleted that, but like if I just do a linear thing, does that make sense? Well, let's just get the YOLO penalty. Maybe it's fine. A lot of people are getting it. Oh. Okay, so then now we have 2 things we can do, which is we can either increment let me just set out I. Okay, we can either increment or start from 0, right? So then now total will be added by the difference or we start by 0, which is delta sub I. The min is not whatever, this is absolute value. I don't know. I don't think this is right, but I'm just going to YOLO submit it because I feel like the decomposition thing makes sense, but give me a wrong answer. Okay, there we go. Now we could actually have an idea about how to do this. I don't have any idea. People got it, but I don't know. 25, I put 20. Oh no, I put 25. Expected is 20. So okay, so it's 25 because so if we don't do anything, we have 25. Okay, how do we do 20? Maybe do it before this. Okay, so the current is 0, so the 3, that's 3. What is the way to do 20 from here? I mean, okay, so this is... Okay, so that... I see, maybe. Maybe I can... This is just -3 and then you just adjust. But is that really true? So this is 3, this is 9 in total, so that's 12. What is the answer for this? Which is the last 4 elements. Or not including the 4 elements. I thought this decomposes, but I guess I was wrong. Okay, so I have 13 plus 12. So okay, so is this supposed to be 13? I don't know. Let's say this is -3. I think I made some error here. Let's say I do a -3. So then now that's 3 moves, and then it's +2, +2, 0, +1, and then +1, which is going to be 4, 5, 6, 3 is 9, and maybe it's still not right, but it's still way less. Right? 3 plus 2, yeah, that seems right. Okay, so that means that my idea is just really wrong. Which, I wasn't really confident about. That just looked too weird. But a lot of people are getting this one though. I don't know what I'm missing. I mean, it's an 8-pointer, but the reason is because I do 3 and then and I cut it off. Oh, okay. So is it just a DP on cutting it off and not cutting it off? No, but then it can be anything, right? So this is 4, but this is -3, not cut off, right? So then now, if we n square, we do something funky like that, but I don't get it. Okay, so we have to do the first item, so that's like kind of forced, and then it's just about how far it goes, and in theory that's like an n squared dp, but how would that dp look if we are able to do it cheaper? Can I do an O of n dp? N log n dp? So the max is so you have this, you sum up all of this max over and total is fine. It's just a sum, right? Sum over whatever, but man, wow, a lot of people are getting it. And I have 5-minute penalty. Okay, so let's say this is DP. Maybe it is DP. Maybe I was just a little bit. Oh, and I refreshed, I lost my test case. I have half of it. That's not good. That's actually really not good, to be honest. Like, they should have a way to give it to you again. But, okay, fine. I mean, I have the answer, or the whatchamacallit anyway, which is, whatever. And this is going to be 3222011, something like that. I don't know the actual array, but that's the thing. Huh. Can that have zeros? That's really weird. What, did I not have zeros earlier? This is so annoying. Yeah, well, I think I meant it the other way, but okay, fine. This is still very awkward, but okay, fine. So, okay. So this gives me 5. Is that right? No, I think this is 5, 1, 13, either 14 and 12 or something like this. So the answer should be, I don't know. It's not 11 though. But wow. Okay, so maybe it is DP. So then now okay, so now it is just going to be this plus delta sub I. So okay, so we set the rest. Here's binary is segment tree. We just have to kind of update everything in a funky way. Maybe give pipeline check segment tree with range updates, please. Okay, fine. Okay, update range. Okay, fine. Okay, whatever. We'll just leave the comments here. Okay. Okay, so then now, okay. So we want to update the rest of the tree with delta sub I, right? Maybe from I plus 1 to n plus 1 or n plus 1. By adding so the total cost okay, so right. I forgot this technique. It's just not stuck in my head in a moment. Okay, focus. The sum of that chunk, right? And the size of that rectangle is just what am I doing? Am I even on the right idea? People, well, these are all the top people though, so. A lot of people are getting it. I'm just. Am I doing correctly with the segment tree? So we max over that amount plus the next item, right? And this should be like 9 or something. So in this case it'll be -3. That the sum of this, that's the number of operations we have to do if we do this, right? So the sum minus whatever, but not even that, right? Yeah, I have no idea how to solve this. Today's just not a bright day. You have to do one. Okay. Maybe I don't need a signature. I don't know anymore. I'm trying to work the DP into it. I'm clear number. But okay, let's say. Okay, so this has to. We have to do this -3. How do we determine what's the best way to extend it? If we had dynamic programming, it would have been. Let's just write the n squared dp. Right, and then maybe I'm just thinking in my head a little bit weird. Okay, fine. Right. Right. No, I'm gonna do it the other way. Right, so then now dp sub I. Okay. Right. So okay, so this is the average, right? So then it is going to be count, right? So count is equal to okay, and then now is this I plus 1? Maybe it's I plus 2. Yeah. I think this is right. Okay, fine. But it is too slow. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Okay, maybe not, because this is not 2. I wonder how this gets 4. Oh, maybe this is I plus 1. No, this is J. It's J plus 1, I think. Okay, I can't even get this right, so alright. Okay, so for example, this is 3. Oh man, I'm just struggling today. Okay, so this is -1. Why is this 7 and not 9? Oh, no, this is right-ish. Okay, so 2 is right. This is not right. This is not 6. Well, so it sets -4, but so it's either okay. So 6 maybe is No, then you stop, right? So maybe I'm just misunderstanding something here. Like this is not a good recurrence. So okay, so -4, we do -2. So it only does 4 because we stop after -2, right? How do you handle that? Okay, so this is smaller, so we don't have to care about it as much, right? This is smaller. Do I cut it off that way? Is that maybe why? So if I do that's a decomposition as well. But I don't know if I'm just a little bit lucky with the decomposition. I don't. Maybe my math was right and I just kind of did it stupidly. What was this? That doesn't seem right. For I need this case. It's -3 and then now okay, so it goes to -5, which is fine, we increment. And -1, that means that we stopped, right? So we actually, yeah, that's maybe, okay. Delta, if current is less than 0 and current is I don't know if this is like even a reasonable idea. If this is greater than delta, then we add this thing, right? Okay, so if they're both negative, then, and this is a bigger negative, then we just keep going. Otherwise, if it's a smaller negative, then current we just stop, so it just equal to delta. This is also true actually, but else if this is the opposite, I guess. That's not all the cases, right? If you have from -3 to +2, say, what does that mean? So you go from negative to positive, so you definitely just stop, right? So then and you probably start giving more. So then now we add delta sub I, absolute value of it. And if one of them is 0, then we just stop anyway, right? So then we just set sub I, and nothing needs to happen. Well, that's very well. So, okay, why? Negative. Okay, so this is. So to begin with, current is 0. So then, oh yeah. Oh, if current is 0, then it's different than if delta is 0. Then we set that. Else, if current is 0, then we set it to this. But we also yeah, 2, 5 is right. Is 8 right for this one? I thought it was 9. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. No, this is 4 moves. Oh wait, it's not 4 moves because this is just okay. So that's 2 moves or 3 moves. 2 more moves, so that's 5. We don't care. So then now this is yeah, and then this is -1, so then that's 5, that's 7. 6. Wait, what? So, okay. Is this right? I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is for this one. Okay, so you extend this. Okay. Right, so here is 3, 5. So this is 5. This is 3. And let's just say 6, 6, 7, and 8. I think that's 8 is right. Alright, YOLO submit. That is just a silly mistake. Where do I have that? How did I thought I fixed it and I still have it, and I still gonna get another wrong answer. Wow. I actually did have this. I mean, so I guess I had the right idea, but I just couldn't believe that that was right. I guess the proof was just hard. I thought that's what I mean. That was my first instinct, but I just kind of went away from it because I don't know why is this an 8-pointer. This I think that's the part that I think I got fooled by the 8-pointer. Honestly, because I had the idea. So I mean I'm so unhappy. I mean, you know, it is what it is. It's not a big deal. And the one time error obviously is even sillier. But I had to answer 30 minutes ago. But I just kind of I didn't go through all the cases, but I just kind of YOLO trying to see what the wrong answer would be. But and I have a typo because there's just so many places to typo. That's just silly. I should have just wrote like, and it doesn't even matter. It should have been like for x in nums, and then I wouldn't have. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. That's kind of crazy. I guess I just gotta trust myself more. Yeah, I mean, yeah, not super happy about it, I guess. Because if I was able to do this half an hour ago, in about 18 minutes, I mean, that would have been actually like top 25. That would actually have been very, very good. But I guess just I just, hmm, I mean, I don't know if this is, maybe it updates a little bit, but I just don't trust myself. I just didn't trust myself on this one, I think. Um, yeah, the idea is just greedy and everything kind of flows through. This is gonna tank like a beast, especially since I got another 10 minutes. So, oh, this is definitely not. Oh, maybe it is updated. I don't know, but I still got 10 minutes of penalty, so that's not great. What's that? 58. Ah, man, yeah, this is gonna be a pretty big drop. I uh, I think I got. I mean, I honestly got fooled by the 8-pointer. If it was like a regular 6-pointer, I would have maybe. And this was also just too low effort. I didn't go. This didn't make sense for all the cases. And I think the thing that really made me see why this was wrong is because of this one. Because I actually wrote it in my thing. I misunderstood how to solve it. Because for this one, I thought that you would do a -2 and then start over, but actually I forgot that you can actually go through. I hate this. I mean, it's fine. It's not a big deal. Um, but I don't know. I guess the confusing part is that I just don't get why there's an 8-pointer. Um, hmm. And one of the wrong answers is just also silly because I just had a literal typo in one of these examples that just didn't get caught. But oh well. I mean, this was kind of a. To be honest, this was kind of a really weird contest. I feel like this is one of those contests where they try to like fool you more than problem solving. Um, oh yeah, like every. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about this one. Yeah, stay good, stay healthy to your mental health. I'll see y'all later and take care. Bye bye.